Okay, family, let's get right into it. Everyone's asleep, so I just need to be a little bit quiet. So let's do what's in the bag. So as promised, it's from Adafruit, and some of you might have been following me, so you know what this is, or you know what I got. But just a little invoice. Let me just double check the items. Yeah, so it's just 4 items today, and nothing dramatic. All right. So this one is, these are like the push button that you see on the little scooters. So there's going to be an LED, and it's a ring light, so as you push it. So I'll get that fired up so you can see. So there's 4 leads on here. One is the button, and the other one is the actual LED. So this is a green one. And then I picked another one. Yep, another one in here. This is the same thing, but this one is blue. So I think they're on those little minis. It's like a mini Segway scooter, or a scooter at the 2-wheel. They're kind of like mini Segways, but they're like the power on buttons. So I was thinking how cool that would be to have that kind of push button. Those are always cool feeling. Okay. Okay. So let me make sure I get this one right. So this one, I think we all know I kind of smoked the other one. And this is the Adafruit Cutie Pie, so QT and then PY. And it's the SAM D21 develop board with the stemma. And we all know what that means, right? We talked about that. That I bought those interconnects or connections, so I could do header pins, or, oh my gosh, this is like the Xiao, right? Like the little Xiao. It's like same size. I mean, look how small that is. Here's my thumb. What's a reference here? Oh, here's a reference. Here's like out of a little drone helicopter for a battery, and then look at that. I don't know if you can see all that, but super small. This is the QT Pi, so we'll get that one going too. And I'm starting to just replace my Arduino Pros, and this has the USB-C, right? So always a plus with that. And the last thing we got here, wait, let me do it. Drum roll. So, a lot of you have seen that little ROB robot I have. Kind of trips around in the backyard, and I also did it as a kind of like a Spirited Away, kind of like a Zen garden little robot back there. And so I decided to buy a GPS for it, because I have this other GPS that I've kind of been hacking at. I've been kind of hacking at this one. This came from an old iPod. It's kind of like an iPod GPS module, but it's a little difficult to figure out. So it's got the iPod header and all that, and that's like the big antenna and all that. So to figure this one out a little better with data, I picked up one from Adafruit. I picked up their little GPS module, and since they have great documentation, right? So check that out. These are almost the same size, and what they do is they offer you so you can plug in a battery, you can solder on a battery connector on the back so that if you lose signal, it tracks it faster, and also it's just the battery. And this is very nice, sleek. So this is one of the small ones, and this is a GPS module. So what would I compare that to? Okay, let me try and get that. So that's like a GPS, right? So this is a E-Trek, and I tried stealing the data off of the E-Trek, but I can't do it. So we're gonna try to get this one, tie it into an Arduino or tie it into the Raspberry Pi, and then we'll see if we can get the robot to use a compass module, and maybe I can actually drive it in sort of a pattern outside, and that'll be another project. But okay, so that's 4 items, not too bad tonight, right? So 2 switches and the QT Pi. I'm excited to see that, and that's the one that is like the shell, and then of course the GPS module. So as a bonus, I was looking at someone for the Raspberry Pi. They got these TFT screens. So this one I ordered. I think this is from Waveshare, and I wasn't gonna get it, and then I thought I'm just gonna get it so I can start running one of the Raspberry Pis, sort of like kind of like these little mini computers. So looks like I got some standoffs, and this is basically a display screen for the Raspberry Pi. Ooh, I just dropped the stylus. So this is a 3.5 inch RPI LCD, and this is by, yeah, I believe it's Waveshare, and I think it's 320 by 480. I think that's what it is. It's a little long. And let me just pull this up. So this is a TFT for like a Raspberry Pi, and this is what this one is. And it has its headers on it, so this will just mount. This will just mount right onto the Pi. I don't have a Pi out here, but it'll mount to the Pi, and we'll go from there. I'll tell you what, this screen is like all scratched up with the protective cover. So the protective cover looks like it's all scuffed from probably moving around, but looks good. Doesn't look cracked or anything like that. Yep. Okay, so I know you've seen that I have another one of these connected to a Raspberry Pi, but it's just not the same way. So I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna try this one and see if we can make these like mini computers. So yeah, and that one is by Waveshares. Okay, that is everything in the bag. Nothing in either of these. Thanks for watching, and if you have something you want me to show on here, then DM me, and we'll go from there. But I think it's pretty cool. I think it works out pretty good. A lot of people are interested in it. The post I did for this, where I was digging in the couch, 2,500 views or something. So obviously people want to see stuff like that. So all right, it's gonna be Saturday night on this side of the earth. So tomorrow is Sunday fun day, and I'll see if I can get the Raspberry Pi running with the screen. We'll go from there. All right. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. Have a good month. Go be you.